Hey guys, Justin from thecarflip.com. Just want to make a quick video. As you can see from the title, it says The Car Flip Update, and I've had a lot of people recently asking what's been going on with me, what's been going on with the dealership, what's going on with the Facebook page. And so I decided I'd do a live video really quick just to answer some of those questions and let you know what's been going on with me here at my dealership. I'll walk you outside here in a second and show you what I've got going on here at my dealership, and also just walk you through what I believe to be the future of car flipping, or I guess the current state of car flipping during all this craziness with the coronavirus. It really has been crazy. It's been interesting to deal with from a dealership standpoint, and I know from an individual car flipping standpoint, I've heard from a lot of you that things have been really slow, and I'll give you my opinion on that here in just a minute and where I see it going from here. Also, if you'll stick around here in just a minute, I'm going to go outside, I'm going to show you what's going on, I'm going to come back inside. I've also been dabbling a little bit in the stock market, completely car flipping unrelated, but if you want a chance to get a free stock, I've been using an app called Robinhood. I've been doing a little bit with it. I've made like $1,500 in the last month, so not a sales promotion for Robinhood. They're not paying me, but I can give you a chance to get a free stock here in just a minute. So I'm going to show you what's going on here at my dealership. For those of you that are watching live, or if you're watching this after the fact, this is on Facebook Live. We're also going to post this over on YouTube. So if you're seeing it on YouTube, it's not live, but I'd be glad to answer any questions you have in the comments below. So if you're on Facebook right now, you got any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to post below. I'd be glad to see you and shout you out here on the Facebook Live. But this is what I got going on right now here at my dealership. We've got a full front line, which is a good thing and also a really bad thing, because normally I'm doing everything I can to restock this, to fill it up, to fill in the holes from cars that have been selling. Things have been slow, as you would imagine. In North Carolina, I am considered an essential business, so that's nice. I can legally be open, so we're here open our normal hours from 10 to, as you can see from my hours here, 10 to 6. I've been cutting out a little bit early because if I don't know of anyone coming in, I've been going home because I can do that. But right now we've got a good mix of cars. As you can see, almost everything on my front line, save these two sports cars, is either an SUV or a minivan. And if you look down the line, going down to the two Equinoxes there, we've got two Equinoxes. We've got a Jeep Grand Cherokee, Toyota 4Runner, we've got a Chevy Traverse, a GMC Acadia, Escape, Wrangler. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I like the Wranglers. 40 Sport Track, SL500. That's only because it's getting warm and I wanted a convertible to drive around, so that's my fun car right now. Honda Odyssey, that actually used to be my wife's minivan. We were going to be switching her out into this Jeep Wrangler here. I bought this, and then someone came by and put down money to hold it, so my wife is not happy with me right now because I sold her Wrangler, so I got to find her another one, but I couldn't turn down a $4,000 profit, so that's that. Then we've rounding out the front line. I'm trying to get out of the wind because it's really windy here. Had a lot of storms come through last night. We've got a Chrysler Crossfire up front. Got a service job for a customer here, and then this one needs an engine. But sales have been slow. I didn't sell anything last week. The week before that, I sold two. I've had two people coming by today to look at vehicles. The first this morning was pretty serious. It was a guy looking at the 4Runner I just showed you. And then I had someone come by just a few minutes ago that actually saw a vehicle that I had posted on Facebook, and I'll show you in just a minute some things that I've been experimenting with on Facebook, some ads that I've been running. I should have done this a long time ago, but I didn't spend the time to do it, and I've obviously had more free time here recently, so I'll give you a peek at what I've been working on from a Facebook ad standpoint and how much that costs and what's involved in that. So that's the car sales side. On the car flip side, first off, hello and welcome to those that are new to the group. I just added, and I keep looking behind me because I think I'm hearing somebody pull in the lot, but it's just the wind blowing on my door. But welcome to those that are new to the group. If you are new, I'm Justin. I founded thecarflip.com, founded this group 4 or 5 years ago, and it's actually really exciting. We just crossed 4,000 members, I think, this past weekend, so that's really exciting. As far as I know, this is the largest car flipping specific group in the world. on Facebook, so that's fun to say. If you know of a bigger one, let me know. I just haven't seen it yet, but it's awesome to have you guys here along for the ride. There will be more content coming to the Car Flips YouTube channel here soon, as well as here on the Facebook group. I've not done as much with the page here recently because Facebook made some changes where they really went more group-centric, so they want people to be sharing more in groups. So I'll be doing more of that in the future. But I wanted to just give you a quick what's up, what's going on with the Car Flip. The podcast hopefully will resume here in a bit. Actually, there's an office. I'm here at my desk right now. There's an office over here that has been severely impacted by the busyness that we had the last 6 months. It's been really good. Business has been great, but all the junk had been thrown over there, and that is what I was going to be turning into the podcast room. So all of my equipment was buried, and as you can see, I've got my camera. I just dug that out actually last week. But two things I want to show you on my computer. I'm going to flip it around. Hopefully my camera is set up where it's going to be able to show you in the right dimensions. On Facebook, the default setting, it flips you backwards. So hopefully this is going to be showing you what I am seeing. If it's backwards, let me know and I might can change it. If you're watching this live on Facebook, of course, if you're seeing this on YouTube later or the replay on Facebook, it won't help to tell me. But I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you on my screen. Let me get my email out of the way. These are the Facebook ads that I've been running. The folks that were here just a second ago, and on my screen, this is backwards. The words are backwards, so that's probably no good. I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to show it this way. Let's see if this works. Hopefully that is correct in the screen. If anyone's watching this live, I would love for you to shout out and let me know if this is like as it's supposed to be and the letters aren't backwards. But this is the Facebook ads, or these are the Facebook ads that I've been running recently. The folks that came to look at the vehicle came to see, there's a, let's see, I gotta find it. I think it's actually this it's either this one, I didn't name these two, this says traffic and this says traffic, but these are for the two Equinoxes that I have right here. They saw the vehicle on Facebook, and let's see, I'm going to come over here and show you what I've been working on price-wise and how much Facebook generally costs. I have these set up for, I think, 12 vehicles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 vehicles. Each of these are running to spend $6 a day, and the way that they found them is that they either saw a picture of my vehicle and a description in their Facebook feed, or they saw it in Facebook Marketplace, because I'm advertising directly to those two places only. But what this is doing, this is using my dealership's Facebook, and it's putting an ad in front of people. And so this is something completely new. I just set this up last Thursday. If you're watching this, today is Monday, so this is new. I should have done this a long time ago, but what it's costing me per result, and the result that I'm shooting for on this is people actually clicking, and I'm just noticing how dirty the door is behind me. I really need to watch that. That's the door to my shop, so my mechanic, anyway, I gotta work on that. But the goal of these Facebook ads is to have people click the link, so when they see the vehicle, I want them to think that they're seeing just a normal marketplace ad, or they're on Facebook and they're seeing a vehicle that looks like it's a normal Facebook ad. And so they click it, and then it takes them directly to my website. So it gets them off of Facebook and directly to carworksauto.com. That's my website. And so the folks were on Facebook at some point, because they did mention they saw it on Facebook, and they didn't see it from the marketplace directly. That's a different type of listing. So I have a service that takes things from my DMS. That's the management software that I'm using for my car dealership, and it sends it to Facebook. And then there's a separate ad that I'm running. So they saw the ad because they mentioned seeing it in their newsfeed. But what it's costing me as of yet, it's one of these two here. So I am paying on these 24 cents per link click on the top one. And one of these is the 2012, one of them is 2013. I didn't name them. And it had to have been this one, because this one, for whatever reason, has no information. So on this one, I'm paying 24 cents a link click. I have link clicks as cheap as 9 cents. This is on the SL500. We've got 17 cent, 21 cent, 19 cent, 25 cent. Every time someone clicks, it's costing me money. Every time I have an impression on someone, it's costing me money. It shows you here on that Equinox, I've had 1,838 impressions. I've reached a total of 1,541 people. 28 people have clicked on it. The amount of money I've spent divided by the 28 is what gives us the 24 cent per click cost. On that one in particular, I've spent a total of $6.71. I've spent more on some than others. Some of these I've spent close to $15. I have it set up on Facebook to spend a max of $6 a day, and that's split between two different campaigns for the exact same vehicle. So I'm split testing different data for the same vehicle. So for example, I have a 2012 Honda Odyssey, the one that used to be my wife's minivan. On that one, I'm advertising to everyone 23 and above. I figured, there are people younger than that have kids, but the majority of people are going to be 23 and above that have kids, or at least are looking to have a minivan. And then I'm also advertising specifically to parents with kids under the age of 18. So one of the ads is 23 and above with kids under 18. You can actually specify on Facebook those exact people. And then the other one is just people 23 and above. So then I can sort that. And if I take you, I'm going to turn you back around. If we go to the Odyssey ad, I can see how much each one cost me on a link click basis. So on the top one, which is, and we'll click on it again to see which one this is. So it'll tell me here when I click on the ad, I'm going to hit edit. So this top one is people with parents. So the ad, I'm going to go back one more. So this top one, this is the one of parents with 18 or older, and this is probably really boring. This is a bunch of numbers, but because I got specific, this one actually is cheaper by 11 cents per click. So I'm paying 22 cents per click for people that are specifically parents 23 and above with kids under the age of 18. For the more broad 23 and above that I didn't specify they were parents, it's costing me 33 cents per click. Again, I'm experimenting with this. This is new to me. I'm learning. As I learn, I'll share more with you guys in the group how this is working. And this is also specifically through my dealership's Facebook page. So this is a business page. There's definitely ways that you could set this up if you don't have a business. You could create a Facebook page and then run your ads through that page. As far as I know, to run ads specifically like this, you do have to have a business page. And it is run through the Ads Manager function in Facebook. So that's the Facebook. And then the other thing that I've been up to, because I was asked the question, what have I been up to, is I've been dabbling in the stock market, playing around, just seeing what I can do. Of any time in the stock market that you'd be interested in investing, now is a very difficult time to lose money in the long term. I don't mean that you couldn't put in $10,000 today and lose $1,000 tomorrow, but if you put in $10,000 today, it's going to be very difficult in 5 years to have lost money unless you're just completely oblivious to what companies you should be putting your money into. And you might not even need to be investing in companies. You might need to be looking at an ETF, which is like that's a fund that is managed by someone smarter than you. Which a fund is just a set of companies that generally mirrors a certain industry like the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones Industrial. But this is my fund, and I said that I would show you how I could give you a free stock if you wanted. You may already use a website or an app called Robinhood. It's really cool. A friend told me about it. And the reason I know you can get a free stock was because he sent me a text and he texted me his link. I clicked on it and I got a free stock of, I think it was a GoPro or something, which is only like $3 a stock, but it was a free $3. But there's a chance if you click on the link that I'll put below, you can get a free stock. It might be GoPro. It could be Facebook. It could be a $150 stock in Facebook. It could be Microsoft. There's several different companies that you could get. It's absolutely free, and I think I'll get a free stock if you click on it. So check it out. Don't get in there and invest blind. Read after some smart people. Actually, I'll show you what I've been investing in. The companies that I'm currently investing in, and I got a sticky note stuck on me. Let's get that off. I've got stocks in, where are we at? Facebook, VTI. This is the an ETF. That's not a stock. It's a conglomeration of different companies that are represented in this fund. I have stocks in Netflix, Amazon, Apple, and then rounding out that is Starbucks. And then I also have in a Vanguard fund, I've got some stocks in Zoom as well, which is more timely because of all of this craziness with people needing to communicate distance-wise. Zoom seemed like a good bet. But let's see, I got a comment here from Rashid. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. I'm just going to read it out loud for those of you that can't see the comment. It says, "Hi, Justin. What dealer management system do you use and how much does it cost? Also, if you can advise on, if you can give advice on auto liability," I assume you mean insurance, the garage liability, auto business insurance for a small dealership, to minimize put on hold insurance. So if you're like me, when you type, things don't come out right, and I may have read it wrong. But first, the dealer management, I'll show you what I use. I use a company called Cars for Sale. There are lots of companies. I'm not saying this is the best company, but it does really well for what I need it to do. If you go to carsforsale.com, it's going to take you to their main site. When you sign up for Cars for Sale, you do get your inventory put on their website. So if someone's searching for whatever, a Ford, I don't know, cabriolet, anyway, whatever you're looking for, a Ford F-150, whatever, they can find it on this site, similar to like a CarGurus, which this is nowhere near, I guess, the size as far as people searching on every day of like a CarGurus, but I have had leads and I have sold cars on this. But for me, when I go to my management side, it takes me here and I can see all my inventory. If I want to change a price, actually, for example, this is the Wrangler that my wife that was my wife's that I'm selling. So this is the price. If I were to go to this Chrysler Crossfire, if I want to click on the price, where's it at? So price on this one's $5,950. If I were to back that out and I want to drop the price to $5,500, I would go down to the bottom, I'd hit save, and it would change it on my website. It would also change it on Facebook. Anywhere else that this has been shared to. I do advertise on CarGurus, so this would also change the price on CarGurus, all with just this one click. For me, I pay $100 for this, and with that $100, actually let me cancel this so I don't drop the price on my Crossfire. With the $100, that also gives me a website, which looks like this. I'm gonna turn my camera back around. Green is my color for the car lot. Just random stock photos scrolling here. I probably should customize this better, but it gives you a stream here. You can say whatever you want to and a few things that you want customers to read. And then of course it takes you down to the bottom. It gives you a map of where I'm at and address, phone number. And then if someone wants to see your inventory, they can sort by pickup truck, convertible, hatchback, SUV, minivans. If you go to all Cars for Sale, it's going to give them a nice view of everything that you have. For me, for the longest time, I did not have a website. And it even lets you put things as sold. I didn't mean for those to be up there, but this is everything I have right now that I just showed you on the front line. For me, for the longest time, I didn't have a website, and I thought that I was doing, I guess, a service to myself by saving the $100 a month. And so if someone would ask, do you have a website or can you share your cars with me? I would have to pull out my phone, ask for their text, or ask for their phone number. I'd text them pictures, I'd text them information. And it really was more of a hassle. I made it more difficult than it needed to be. For me, spending the money, spending the $100 a month on the website has been totally worth it. Having the DMS has been awesome because I used to post to Facebook manually. I would repost every single day. And so it's worth it for me to spend the money on the Facebook ads instead of reposting every day, because when you have 14, 15, 20 cars at a time, that becomes really time consuming. So I also advertise on CarGurus, which is roughly for me $500 a month, because I do have a smaller inventory, and $500 sounds like a lot. A lot of dealers are paying well over $1,000, over $2,000 because they have a lot more inventory than that. So for me, I pay it's like $450 or $475 or something. And this, when I put the information onto the back end to the Cars for Sale, it goes to my dealership, it goes to Facebook, it goes to Cars for Sale, and it also goes to carsforsale.com if someone is searching for vehicles there. So I hope that helps. Rashid, if you have any other questions, feel free to post them in the comments below and I'll take a look when I get off the video. But what I've done, I'll go back to the stock market, and the reason I'm showing you this is because I get people asking all the time, how do I start You're welcome, Rashid. Rashid's commenting thanks below. So for those of you that can't see that are watching this later, glad I could help. But I have people ask all the time, like, what do I do to get started? How do I figure out how to buy and sell cars? And I'm not, like, by no means patting myself on the back saying, look at me, I learned how to invest in the stock market, because I understand that the only reason that my numbers are as good as they are right now is because of the way the market is right now. The market dropped off. I mean, it was like 30% in like a matter of a couple days, and that just doesn't happen every single day. And the reason the economy is where it is right now is because of the coronavirus, and it's not because of anything that happened in the economy. Of course, this is going to affect the economy, but the economy is gradually going to come back. We're going to get back to where we were, and I think it's going to happen pretty quickly. But I'll show you my numbers, and I'll show you what I've done. And the only reason that I've done this is because I took action. And if you're going to buy and sell cars, if you're going to flip cars, the only way you're going to do it is by taking action. And just because these numbers are showing that I'm making money doesn't mean that there hasn't been days where I've lost money. Like 6-7 days ago, I lost like $600 in one day, and that hurt. But the next day, the market turned around and I made it back. If you start flipping cars, it's very likely, it's possible in your first few cars, you might not make the kind of money that I show myself making. Like, if I were to walk outside, I could show you car after car where I'm gonna make $2,000 on that car. I'm gonna make $1,700 on that car. On this Jeep Wrangler, I'm making $4,000. So I could show you car after car where I'm gonna make thousands and thousands of dollars. But that doesn't mean you're gonna do that on your first car, because you don't have the experience that I do. You don't have the experience that people do inside this group that have been doing this for years and years and years. Like, I am obviously not the only person that knows how to do this. I'm probably not the best at doing this, but I've been doing this for 15 years and I've learned a lot along the way. And I've also learned a little bit about stocks. Of course, not an expert, and just full disclosure, the only reason that these numbers are as good as they are is because of the way the market is right now. But this just shows you in the last day, I made what I make today. I made $446.71, shown right there. This is my initial investment was just a little bit over 9,000, or it might have been 80. Actually, you're right at 9,000, yeah, because you'll see here in a second. The last week, I've made $723, and in the last month, which is about the time I've been investing, I've made $1768 even, actually. So I've increased my profits, and you're going to see the number up here changing because it's after hours trading right now. But I've made roughly $1,700, and it's by no credit to me. Like, I can't take credit because I'm smart. I just chose to invest at the right time. The stocks dropped, I put my money in, and the stocks went up. You can do the exact same thing with car flipping, and this is over a month's time. I made $1,700. It's way easier for me to make $1,700 flipping a car than it is in the stock market, because there was a lot of risk here. Like, I wasn't 100% sure what was going to happen. I wasn't sure if I was going to lose money, if I was going to make money. Luckily, the stock market, where it is right now, I was able to make money. In a normal market, you're not going to make 20% in a month. That's why I like car flipping so much, because I don't have to invest $9,000 to make $1,700. I can invest $1,500 and double my money and make another $1,500 if I am to buy right. And just as an example, if you actually are in the Facebook group right now, just a quick shout out to, I think it's Leo. I'm trying to remember his last name. Leo, if you're watching this, sorry I blanked on your last name, but he just bought a Chrysler 300C, and if you actually read down the comments, you'll see where I was mistaken on what the C, I thought the C stood for all-wheel drive, but the C is the more luxury version of the 300. He just got a killer deal on that, and he's gonna easily double his money, probably triple his money without much effort, because he got a great deal, he paid attention, and he bought a vehicle at the right number. And that's where, whether you're investing in the stock market, whatever your business is, especially in car flipping, your money is made when you buy correctly. That's flipping in a nutshell. If you buy right, it's going to be really difficult to lose money. Now, with the coronavirus, with the market where it's at right now, it can be tricky because there's not a ton of people out looking to buy a vehicle right now, but the economy is going to come back. People are going to get back to work. People are going to get back in the car buying mode. And I think personally now is an amazing time to purchase vehicles, because people do have that uncertainty. For someone that was getting ready to sell their car, they may have had an idea of what they thought they were going to sell it for. And now with the uncertainty and with the potential need for cash, it's very possible that you can negotiate a little easier now than you could have, say, 45 days ago. There are a lot of people that flip. There's a lot of competition in flipping. So if you are looking at a deal in your area, you're not the only person looking at that deal. But with the uncertainty and with people out of work, that competition has gone down just a little bit. For me, buying at auction, auctions are sort of semi-shut down right now. So the competition in buying is a little bit more limited. For me, I have a full inventory right now, so I'm only buying deals that are just incredible. Like, I mean, if I find a deal that I could buy for $1,500 or $2,000 less than I normally could, I'm going to jump all over that. And those deals are definitely out there because we're not, as car flippers, wanting to take advantage of people. Like, that's not our goal, is to cheat someone out of their hard-earned money or out of a vehicle that is worth X and we want to buy it for Y because we think that we can buy it cheaper now. But as car flippers, we have to buy correctly. And in this market, you want to buy to pad your profit just in case the market doesn't come back as quick as possible, or as quick as we think it's going to, or quick as I think it's going to. We want to buy properly so that we can resell that for hopefully the maximum profit. But if we can buy it a little lower, we can at least pad that. So if we don't quite get what we thought, there's going to be money to make there. So if you are interested in a free stock from Robinhood, this is not they didn't pay me to say this. I just think it's been fun investing in the stock market because it's really hard to lose money right now. That's by no means am I a stock advisor. I'm not advising you to invest in the stock market. And the difficulty in losing money would be in the long term. It's very possible to lose money in a week, in a day. If you're investing 5 years out in reputable companies, it's a pretty safe bet right now because the economy always comes back. It always has. If you look back at the history of the stock market, you're going to see dips. You go back to 2009, you're going to see a huge dip, and it definitely came back. And I think we're looking at a mirror of that, but for different reasons. But I'll share a link in the comments below on Facebook, and then I'll put a link in the description on YouTube. If you want to check out Robinhood, you'll get a free stock. I'll get a free stock. Actually, here's the link that I'm going to share. In Robinhood, 1 in 300 chance you might get Facebook, Visa, Microsoft. 1 in 250 chance you might get a company called Condor Morgan, Snap, HP Enterprise. If you get those, let me know. I would love to know if someone actually gets one of those because some of those are worth $200-$300. Most likely, you're just going to get the GoPro stock or a basic stock like I got my first time. But it's free. It's free money. So I thought it'd be cool for you and for me to help each other out and maybe get a free stock. And hopefully, if you make some wise choices, put some money away for the future. So that's that. Thanks for watching the video live for those of you here on Facebook right now. For those of you that are watching on YouTube later, hopefully this has been helpful. And if there's any questions that you have, feel free to post them in the comments below. And subscribe to this channel if you're on YouTube. Otherwise, thanks for liking this group or being a part of this group on Facebook. And I will definitely see you in the next video.